One day, the conversations were flowing, the connection felt real, and then, nothing. Silence. No explanation, no closure, just empty space where their presence used to be. You replay every message, every interaction, searching for clues, wondering what you did wrong. But here's the truth. Their silence says more about them than it ever will about you. Some people run from connection. It's not that they don't feel it, they do. That's the problem. The moment something starts to feel real, the moment vulnerability creeps in, they panic. Intimacy isn't a comfort to them, it's a threat. They've built walls so high that even they don't know how to climb them, and when someone like you comes along, someone who sees them, who gets close, they don't know how to handle it. So they disappear. Not because you weren't enough, but because they weren't ready. Others can't handle depth. They want the surface-level banter, the easy distractions, the kind of connection that doesn't ask too much of them. But you're the kind of person who craves more. You ask questions, you listen, you care. And that scares them. Because depth requires honesty, and honesty requires courage, something they might not have. So they vanish, not because you were too much, but because they weren't enough to meet you where you were. Then there are the ones who ghost because they're avoiding their own feelings. Maybe they liked you but didn't know how to say it. Maybe they got scared of what it meant. Maybe they were never really available in the first place, emotionally or otherwise. Instead of facing that, instead of having an honest conversation, they take the easy way out. Silence. Because it's easier to disappear than to admit they can't give you what you deserve. But here's what you need to remember. Rejection is redirection. That person who walked away without a word, they weren't your destination. They were a detour, a lesson, a signpost pointing you towards something better. Someone who won't run when things get real. Someone who won't fear the depth you bring. Someone who will stay. So let them go. Not with bitterness, not with anger, but with the quiet understanding that their absence is making room for something and someone better. You don't need someone who chooses silence over honesty. You don't need someone who can't handle the weight of what you offer. You deserve more than breadcrumbs. You deserve a love that stays. Ghosting hurts. Leaves you with questions, with doubts, with that nagging voice wondering if you were the problem. But you weren't. Their inability to communicate, to face their own emotions, to show up, that's on them. Not you. So take that silence for what it is, a gift. A sign that they weren't the one. A reminder that you don't have to beg for someone's attention or decode their mixed signals. The right person won't leave you guessing. They won't leave at all. Move on wisely. Not by chasing closure from someone who couldn't even give you a goodbye, but by giving yourself the closure they refused to offer. You are worth more than silence. You are worth someone who chooses you every day without hesitation. And one day you'll look back and realize, their ghosting was the best thing that ever happened to you. 'Cause it led you to where you were meant to be all along.